In the beginning, the baby was born. God chose Mary to be the mother of God. When the baby looked into the face of the Mother Mary, the cross was already there. When the baby looked into the face of the Father Joseph, the cross was there too. Mary and Joseph kept the baby warm. They held the baby close. They gave them everything the baby would need to grow. The baby grew and became a boy. When he was about 12 years old, he travelled with the Mother Mary and the Father Joseph and the people from his village in Nazareth to the great city, Jerusalem, to keep the high holy day. When the celebration was over, they got ready to leave the city through the high gates and started for home. Suddenly, Mary and Joseph realised he wasn't there, so they travelled back to Jerusalem to find him. They looked everywhere, and they finally found him in the temple, speaking to the rabbis and the priests. They asked him the question, "Why did you do this?" And then he said something strange. He said, "Didn't you know I would be in my Father's house?" They didn't understand. Their house was in Nazareth, where Joseph's carpentry shop was. They didn't understand, but they didn't forget. Jesus grew and became a man. When he was about 30, he travelled to the river Jordan, where John, his cousin, was baptizing people. Can you see John? You can just see the side of his head. He was a wild man. Jesus waded into the river till he was face to face with John. He said, "Baptize me." John looked at Jesus as if seeing him for the first time. He said, "How can I baptize you? You are the Messiah, the one we've been waiting for. You should baptize me." But Jesus said, "No, it is written that you have been sent to prepare the way to go before. You should baptize me." Jesus went down into the darkness and chaos of the water, and John brought him back into the light. Some people who were there said they saw a dove come down and come close to him. Others who were there said they heard a voice coming from heaven that said, "You are my Son, with whom I am well pleased." After Jesus was baptized, he went across the Jordan to the desert. He was there for 40 days and 40 nights. He went to find out who he was and to find out what his work would be. I wonder if there's anything in your house that you have that can remind you of that story. Maybe that story reminds you of your own baptism. Maybe what you'd want to do is light a candle and remember the promises that were made on your behalf or that you made when you were baptized.